Welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, keeper of my home. Today, yes, we are making a galette. I'm going to surprise you with a really interesting ingredient in this one. You're going to love this. I want you to try it, and I want you to comment below the video and let me know what you think of my new ingredient. First thing we want to do is slice our tomatoes, salt them a little bit. That's going to draw the liquid out, and then we're going to make our dough. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my flour. I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of flour, and I am going to eyeball it. Okay, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sugar. Not using salt in this because I am using salted butter. Okay, so we've got our flour, our butter, and our sugar. And let's plug this in. We're going to pulse that a little bit just so that the butter is pea-sized in there. We don't want to mix it all in so that it's thoroughly just mixed in. We want a little bit of that butter to show through because that's going to make a really great crust. Okay, let's open this and see what we have. So you can see in here, get a spoon. You can see they're not chopped up quite a whole lot. There's still chunks in there. So this is just about where I want to have it right now because I am going to add water, so it's going to get chopped up a little bit more. So let's add our water. I'm adding, well, just a little bit less than 1/3 cup of water. You really just kind of want to eyeball it. When the dough starts to come together, then you know you have enough. And you want to make sure this water is really cold, like ice cold. I usually keep mine in the refrigerator a little while before I'm ready to use it. Let's look at this. Okay, so this is what you want to see. You want to see how it's just coming together. That's perfect. It's going to look kind of crumbly, but when you pinch it together, it's going to form a really nice dough. I'm just squeezing it all together, forming a big ball. Pick up my strays. I'm going to roll this in plastic, put it in the refrigerator, let it cool, and move to the next step. Okay, so moving right along, I have a hot cast iron pan. So what I am going to add to it is some sausage. These are just some sweet Italian sausage, and I take them out of the skins. I like them ground up, and I don't buy the ground because it's a little bit more expensive, and this was on sale, so. This video is an older one of mine, so if you're seeing a few changes, that would be why. I love sharing all of my recipes with you, even if they're a little bit repetitive. Sorry about that. If you're cleaning your fridge, there's a reason for this video. You can use your leftovers in the galette. It's perfect for that. Remember, waste not, want not. Now for this galette, you can use any meat you want. I am using sausage. Maybe not everyone loves that. Use ground beef, use ham, use bacon, use all of the above, whatever you want. And like I said, this is great for leftovers. Grab the pulled pork you have left over, grab the chicken you have left over, grab the taco meat. Whatever you have in your refrigerator, maybe you want to go meatless, that's fine too. Just don't waste anything, okay? This is, a great dish to have to use up the leftovers. I love creating dishes at least once a week that will help me to use up my leftovers. This pastry frame and mat were a gift from a friend a very long time ago. It's actually an original to an old Hoosier. For a long time I did use it with our old Hoosier, but for the most part I do all of my baking in my pantry, so I wasn't using the Hoosier, the countertop to that as much. So every once in a while I'll pull it out and I'll use it on my breadboard, and I love it. So like I said, this is an older video.
And at the time that I created this video, I did have some basil pesto in my refrigerator. I don't anymore. I used it earlier on in the pantry challenge. But I do have lots of basil pesto in my freezer that I made homemade. It's delicious. And that's what I use usually on a galette. I prefer it over sauce.
If you do not have basil pesto on hand, a lot of the time I will fry up a chopped onion with a little bit of fresh garlic, minced, and I'll add some chopped basil in with that once that's all, the onions are cooked till translucent and the garlic is all mixed in with it. Then I will add some basil, and oh my gosh, that's really amazing. But I don't have any fresh basil, and I generally add fresh basil to this too, but like I said, I don't have any fresh basil. Our store was out and my plant did not make it. Okay, so now that this is on here, let's add the meat. You can add as little or as much of the sausage as you like. You can totally omit the sausage if you want. You can use bacon. I mean, you do the same thing you would for a pizza, whatever you like on pizza. I'm not a pepperoni person, so I tend not to do pepperoni, and I try to keep it as minimal. I don't want to stuff it with a bunch of toppings, so, and I don't go too heavy on the sausage either. So, okay, now I'm going to add our tomatoes. Oh my gosh. These look so good, and they've had time to sit so they can get a little bit of the moisture content out of them. Look at that, it's perfect. I did not plan that, but it worked out good. And I'm going to add some fresh spinach. This is really going to be good. It's a game changer, trust me. No, I have not lost my mind. This is balsamic vinegar. I tried it on mine and I loved it. My husband thought I was out of my mind, but was willing to try it and agreed that without this, it would not be the same. This is so good. It just gives it an amazing, amazing flavor. So I'm just trying to get it on here without getting too much. And now we're gonna fold it over.
Now imagine creating this with fresh vegetables straight from your garden. It's almost that time.
Look how good that looks. Okay, so let's brush it with some egg wash and get it in the oven. Before I brush it, I'm just gonna put it on a pan. This is just a pizza pan that I have. Then I'm gonna brush it. Make it easier so I'm not dealing with a eggy crust when I'm trying to swap it over to the pan. Any pan will do. I've done this on a rectangular pan. It fits fine. A stone, a baking stone, or a pan with no edges, that would work fine. You just want to put this egg wash on here. It's really going to give it a golden crust, and oh my gosh, you just wait until you try this. Your taste buds are really going to thank you. Okay, our galette is in the oven and the temperature is 400 degrees. You just want it to cook until it's golden, and you'll be able to tell when it's ready. If you're a pizza lover, your life is about to be changed.
I hope you enjoyed this video today. I love making new from scratch recipes for you each week. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new and delicious. And don't forget, you can subscribe to my newsletter. The link is below my video. And until next time.